GM guys, welcome to Spenda. So we all know how the whole market is flooded by AI agents, and how AI agents are a very important part of our workflow, right? AI agents or autonomous agents are starting to make decisions for us. We have agents buying services, paying for services, and most importantly, in the blockchain space, executing transactions, right? But there's also a problem. You cannot give AI agent your wallet because obviously, if you give an AI agent your private key, you are open to wallet drainage and stuff, right? So that's basically why we built Spender. Spender is basically a control plane for any sort of autonomous agent that you have that can do anything, right? That can do nothing than an agent that can drain your wallet, right? So this is basically the landing page where we have sections on how it works, live proof of how you can basically um set privacy fences, policy fences for your agent, and so on. Right. So we use base 44 for our backend, which helps to basically serve as the brain for this whole product. Right. You can basically read off chain state. You can write to queries, and most importantly, you can store data basically. Right. So we're going to run through the dashboard. Yeah, so this is how the dashboard looks like. Then we can see a bunch of other things. This is saved in because of my previously connected wallet. I had to just disconnect for this whole demo, so I'm just going to, oh yeah, before that you have you can sign in with Google, and then you can sign in with your wallet. So because of you'd have to set up a custom domain to pass in my deployed Vercel link. So I had to skip that and then walk around just using the whole UI. So yeah, this is me connecting my wallet right here. Yeah, so basically all the agents are ARC 4337. That also makes experience better. And then we have Paymaster for gasless interactions, right? So right here on the main page, you can see the brief overview of everything. You can see the current agent that we have deployed, which is just for spending, right? So you could also create, we could chip in a feature for creating multiple agents later in the future. But for the sake of the hackathon, we'll just have one agent for spending, right? So yeah, base 44 is also in charge for setting privacy spending rules. So currently we have an allow list of particular approved targets and approved tokens, right? This is all done by base 44, by the way. Then we have policies also done by base 44. So we currently have a daily cap of about 20 MUSDC set and 5 MUSD per day, right? So this was all done, deployed with the contract, and we use base 44 obviously to set fences. And then we're just going to quickly run a test. Oh yeah, let me show you the paymaster section so we can see how there is about less than 5 bots, which is obviously this whole spender is deployed on bot chain, right? So we have, yeah, bot chain right here. So we have about less than 5 MAs for 5 bots for testing. So the user does not have to worry about payment of gas or any sort. So yeah, we're just going to run a test. We're going to try and spend 4 MUSD. Yeah. So this is a custom bit, and we could also input um values, custom values ourselves. So yeah, we're just going to wait a bit for the approved transaction. Then you can go ahead and check it on the bot scan. So yeah, you can see that we have granted 4 USD, for MUSD basically, right? So then we can try 6 USD, which is also going to be above our spending cap, right? So we're going to test spending 6, which is supposed to throw an error, which is not supposed to go through basically. So we're just going to wait a bit. So yeah, we can see how our agent was able to know that, oh, there is a capped amount and this should not be go past by any agent. So yeah, we will not have our agent saying, oh, granting or allowing above a particular threshold. So this has been blocked. So my favorite part of this whole product is where we can actually sync all of this to the base 44 dashboard. So yeah, we can then sync our vault and policy state and then our transaction history. Yeah, so we can also see all of these checks reading from our base 44 back. Okay, yeah, so that's been done. We're then going to come over to the audit log and then confirm. Yeah, so we can see about 816, which is currently now. We can see what was disallowed, and then we can see what was spent, which was 4 MUSD, which is below the threshold. So yeah, that works, and then we're just going to quickly run through the actual log, which is right here as well. Yeah, so you can see populate from 15 to 21. So we have everything reading through, even in our base 44 backend, right? So yeah, what I've built is more than just, to me, it's more than just an AI wallet, right? It is not an AI for wallet or anything, a programmable spending boundary, right? Okay. So what I've built is more than just an AI wallet or something, right? It is more of a programmable spending boundary, right? We are just basically moving the narrative, right, from giving wallets money to do stuff rather than, we are moving to actually enforcing policies for our agents, since we are moving to the whole agentic wave or era, I believe. So yeah, Spender basically gives autonomous agents the ability to transact without giving them unrestricted control over the money they are trusted to use. So thank you so much for watching. This has been the Bird on Board chain as usual. So peace.